As of right now, both Disney and Lucasfilm are very much busy and hard at work on really hiring new creatives for the Star Wars franchise, such as for the new live-action and animated Star Wars TV shows for Disney+, and of course, let's not forget about the new Star Wars movies in the works, such as the new trilogy and other spin-off films that are really going to introduce a brand new mythology to the Star Wars fans around the world. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. The thing about Disney Star Wars is that yes, they are in a position of damage control. There's no denying this. They really do have to revert back to the roots of Star Wars, to exactly how George Lucas treated Star Wars with the originals and the prequels and even Star Wars Legends content when it came into the form of comics, books, and more. Now, when we go ahead and take an examination of what Star Wars is actually turning out to be, of course they're centering on new Star Wars TV shows, whether it's going to be live action or animated. That's going to be the two big formats on Disney+, and then you got the Star Wars movies. So they really are trying to match it up against the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We can see that Bob Iger and Chapek actually have a plan to do that, and it's going to take quite a number of years to really reach it to that level on a consistent basis, right? Because with the MCU, it really was a consistent success. We haven't really had long dips in between where it was unsuccessful. It's always been pretty much consistent. So looking at the new Star Wars universe, what's really intriguing all has to do with the new creatives that are being hired by Disney / Lucasfilm to handle this ever-evolving Star Wars franchise. Now, with both Disney and Lucasfilm now finished with the entire Skywalker saga as far as the films go, they are now fully invested with the development of the new Star Wars trilogy of films as well as the new Star Wars universe for the fans to enjoy around the world. Now, currently Disney has been hiring many new creatives for Lucasfilm as a company in order to bring Star Wars in a new direction and to evolve the franchise further. Now, it's explained that director Quentin Tarantino is in the talks with director, of course, or should I say with Disney CEO Bob Chapek to become a director of a new Star Wars TV series to come on board over at Lucasfilm for a new Disney Plus TV show in the works that they plan to release in the near future, and that Tarantino wants to essentially save the franchise by bringing it back to its roots. Now, the thing about Tarantino, let me just say one thing here, is that Tarantino really knows his craft as a director, even as a writer. How can you apply that to Star Wars is going to be a very interesting process. I'm not quite sure what this could really be about. Could this very well be a TV show, perhaps about the Yuzong Vong? Could it very well be a TV show about the Old Republic? We've heard a lot of talk that the Old Republic is actually in active development for Disney Plus as a TV show. So, moving from that, initially Tarantino had great interest in developing a Star Trek film, and then now he is said to be fully invested with Star Wars as well. Tarantino's best friend, Robert Rodriguez, who worked on The Mandalorian Season 2, is said to have been the one to get Tarantino on board with the new Star Wars universe by bringing up his name to Bob Chapek and to create a dark-themed Star Wars TV series that would be catered to a hardcore audience of those who loved Star Wars Legends. So, let me just say one thing here, is that I myself love Robert Rodriguez. I don't know if you guys have seen some of his films. Please do go ahead and check out Desperado, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, and of course, I would definitely go ahead and even check out the Dusk Till Dawn movie. It's a very cool movie. Are they meant to be serious films? Not necessarily. They always are serious a little bit with a little bit of cheesiness to the side. That's his style. And how he's going to apply that to The Mandalorian, I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out. I think it's going to be fantastic, though. As far as Quentin Tarantino goes, I'm also very much a fan of him. I love his movies. I think that all 9 of his films so far have been fantastic, especially Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Amazing movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. Go ahead and check it out. But Quentin Tarantino and Rodriguez, yes, that is true. They are best friends, so it does make sense. You put 2 and 2 together here. That's exactly how Tarantino is involved with Disney now, apparently. Now, given that Tarantino had a bad past with Disney, alright, I'm not quite sure how that's really going to turn out. You guys may very well be aware of about what I'm talking about, of how Disney actually had to kick one of his movies out to put in The Force Awakens. So, with that being said, Alright, moving on past all of this, Quentin Tarantino is said to begin work on his new Star Wars TV series sometime in 2021, depending on his work schedule of his new upcoming projects in the works as well, and that Tarantino wants to give the Star Wars fans a brand new experience, while also staying true to the old Star Wars expanded universe from the 1990s of many stories that were approved by creator George Lucas. Now, the decision to bring in Tarantino also comes from Disney wanting to experiment with the darkest Star Wars TV series there is so far in development that will also be something new for the Star Wars fandom. Once again, that's another thing to look forward to. It's going to be a dark-themed Star Wars TV show, even darker than that of The Mandalorian, which honestly isn't extremely dark. It has dark elements. It's got little dark themes here and there, but it's got lightheartedness to it as well. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.